YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, all the other social channels. You can go live through Happs and go live across them all. So come and download the app if you're on iOS or if you're on Android. Download the app, guys. Tell your friends about Happs as well. There might be people who are not actually on social media yet and they really like the idea of Happs. So come on to Happs. Now today we're doing Soup Saturday. It was Alexis that came up with the idea, and it's something that we're going to do in the future as well, but change the different types of food. So it can be soups, it might be desserts, you name it. If there's anything you want as a theme, we can all come together and cook. So if you're watching us on the replay, I'm just going to let you know who's on. So I should just say, Anne and Swiftbeats, what a fantastic job you did by starting Soup Saturday. The soup looked amazing. And yeah, I need that recipe. I'm going to go and give that a try. So I'm just going to double check I'm still connected, because sometimes my connection likes to go in and out. So fingers crossed. And I'm going to let you know who's on. So so because we're going off Eastern time, the time I'm currently on now, I believe, is 7 a.m. So in Eastern time, it's just gone 7 a.m. But it's actually 12 o'clock here. It's lunchtime. I'm in the UK. I live in Leeds, in Yorkshire, in England. Swiftbeats was on. He lives in London, and Anne lives in Denmark. They're who started the Soup Saturday. So so I'll let you know after myself. We've got Melanie Faye's on. Make sure to follow all these people. 10 o'clock, which is in 3 hours time. We've got Joy. Joy's on. Then after that we have Chris Weigand. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. 12 o'clock, after Chris, we've got Alexis. And then we've got, I think it's Bron. I wrote that down wrong. Bronx Viking, I think it is. And then we've got Darby Jones, Space Gal, John Cooks, and then Piano Man, Louise Poppy, and Jay Opera. So I'm not seeing any comments. Hello, Alexis. Alexis is in the house. Fantastic. Now, my soup doesn't take too long. The only thing it's going to do is so what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of a quiz. I've got a soup quiz for you, believe it or not, because I like to do quizzes. So we've got some fun facts, and I'm going to change the wording so you can do a bit of a quiz about soups. So it just makes it a bit interactive while we cook. So I'm going to bring you down. I think that's everything that I need to mention. So as I say, don't miss out on any of these broadcasts. Make sure you follow all those people I've just mentioned. Hello, Tony. Good afternoon. Or good morning, should I say. So we're going to make a start. I've already chopped up my chicken. We're doing a chicken and noodle soup. Now, this is slightly a different recipe to how I usually would ever make cooked chicken in itself, because we're actually going to be putting the chicken in a stock and letting it simmer, because what I would normally like to do is cook the chicken off first, but we're actually going to be adding it to a stock and then adding the flavors and things. So it's a chicken and noodle soup. You're going to need 900 milliliters of chicken or vegetable stock, or a miso soup mix. I'm going to be using this. This is a it's falling out my hands. Bursting flavor. This has garden vegetables with parsley and bay. So you can pick these up from your supermarket. So we're going to add that to make a stock. Okay, it's just gone off the screen. Let me find it again. Here we go. And then you're going to need what you want 175 grams of chicken. Now I've chopped this up, as you can see here. This is the chicken. I've chopped it up quite finely, because obviously I'm putting this into a stock and not actually roast it. I want it to be quite small chunks, so it cooks a lot quicker. And then you're going to need some ginger. If you've got normal ginger, use normal ginger. I'm just going to be using this because I have this in my fridge from when I do a lot of the Hello Fresh meal. If you've got fresh ginger, use fresh ginger. You're going to need a garlic clove. Okay, where's my garlic clove? My garlic clove's there. You're going to need, now this is where you can differ. If you want to have noodles, you could actually do this with rice. So you can have 50 grams of rice if you want to do it with rice. Okay. Now, one thing I don't have is sweet corn. So I could have gone and got some sweet corn, but I'm not going to be adding sweet corn to this. But if you've got sweet corn, canned or frozen, that's fine. You can add that in. Mushrooms is another thing as well. I'm not adding mushrooms into my dish. So you want 2 or 3 mushrooms if you like mushrooms, or you could sort of think of something similar, which you're going to thinly slice. 2 spring onions over in the States. So hello Bronx Viking, thank you for subscribing to me. You're on today at, I've got your 1 o'clock, you're on after Alexis. Okay, so 2 spring onions, I'm just going to use an extra one. And then you're going to need some soy sauce. Now I'm using dark soy sauce because this is what I usually add to my noodles when I make my Thai noodles, my Thai noodle dish, things like that. So, and then as a little topping, mint or basil leaves. So let's get started then. I could have put this on, couldn't I, when I was talking. So as I say, I'll show you how to make this, and then halfway throughout the broadcast, we're going to do a little quiz about soup, some facts, and you need to then guess what basically the answers are. It's that easy. And then the soup will be ready. So 175 grams of chicken. I'm using a little bit more. So I'm just going to, let me just bring you around. So if you've got anything you'd like to mention, please, now is your time to mention it. Okay, if you want to come in on the broadcast, let me know. Okay, so hello Anne, how are you doing? That looked amazing, that soup. Well done to both of you, not just for starting off this amazing day, but just for teaching Swift Beats how to cook. I think it's amazing because it's really difficult. It's true when you're cooking, not just live, but when you know there's like thousands of people watching you, it does put you off. It can put you off. Maybe if you're not as experienced in the kitchen. So I'm just chopping these spring onions up. So this dish only takes about 20 minutes or so. Okay, doesn't take too long at all. So there's our spring onions. I'll just chop them up. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of oil. Actually, we don't need any oil, don't think. Let's go off the recipe. I should let you know I've never made this before, so it could all go wrong. So the first thing we're going to do then is we're going to pour some stock into a pan. So you want 900 millilitres of, I'm going to use hot boiling water. So just move that out of the way. Can you all see this still, guys? Okay. So you want 900. This is very hot water. As I said, it's a slightly different way of me cooking chicken. I once poached chicken because what we're doing is we're going to take the chicken out and we're going to pull it apart. So it's a bit like pulled pork. Whenever you're doing pulled pork or pulled chicken, this is how you would do it. So you'd get your hot water. So we're going to add in some stock. So as I say, you can use chicken stock or vegetable stock. Okay, thank you for the, I can't see what that is, high five award. Remember, guys, to share out and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And then if you really like the broadcast or any of the broadcasts that you're going to be on today, you could sponsor that broadcast if you want to and that person. But don't feel you have to do that. Okay, let me just grab a spoon. So we're going to add in this stock. This is vegetable stock. So we're going to add this straight in. In fact, let's pour this into the pan first. So there's 2 ways you can do this. Let's lift you back up. Okay, so we're going to add in the water. So you want 900 millilitres of water. Very different way of doing this. We're going to add in the stock. Okay. Smells really. I might actually add a second stock in because it actually says, I think, well, let me just read the back. It said 750 millilitres per stock cube. So I'm going to make it quite strong because they're not expensive at these stock cubes. If they were really expensive, then you sort of want to think, oh, I'll hold back. So we're just going to add in the stock cube, give that a stir. Try and use a wooden spoon. Okay. So they're really, really good, these. Let's give this a stir. So it's slightly different. You could put the stock cube straight into the water in the jug if you want to. And how's the soup, by the way? Thanks everybody. Yeah, and give me if you really like the broadcast, don't forget to like and just like the broadcast. There's at the bottom of the right hand side. So I'm just going to give that a stir. Okay, now we're going to add in the chicken breast. Okay, so we're going to add in all the chicken breast. It's raw, but we're going to add in all the chicken breast to this stock. Okay, and you see already it's starting to poach. the chicken. Okay. Can you all see that, everybody? Just make sure you can all see it. So we stirred in the stock. Okay, we're going to add in some ginger. So you want 1 teaspoon of ginger. So I'm going to add in one teaspoon of ginger. Pop that to one side. Maybe add an extra one if you want to. We're going to add, instead of 1 garlic clove, I'm going to add 2. There's my garlic press. You can chop this up fine if you want to. If you've got a garlic press, use that. Okay, so yeah, we're going to add in the garlic. So here's a garlic press. So it's really, really simple, this. And then what we're going to do is put a lid over this. Let's just do another garlic. I love the smell of garlic. Bronx, thanks Bronx, thank you. It looks good. I've lost my other little garlic thing now. Oh, it's in front of me. Okay, let me know where you're watching from in the chat. That would be really great. So we're adding the garlic. And already you can see the chicken, it's starting to poach already. So I've turned the heat is on. Get all that garlic in there. Okay, pop that to one side. And then we're going to bring this to the boil. So I'm going to put a lid over. Let me grab my lid. And we're just going to put a lid over this. So in there we've got the chicken, we've got the vegetable stock, we've got the ginger and the garlic. Okay, and it's that simple. Okay, so we're going to leave that to one side. Now we're currently on 1/4 the hour. So what I've got for you whilst this is cooking for 20 minutes, we're going to let that simmer for 20 minutes until the chicken is tender. Then after that, we're going to put the chicken on a board and shred it into bite-sized pieces. And then return the chicken to the stock with noodle, sweet corn. I'm not using sweet corn. Could you maybe use peas if you want to? Mushrooms, even any other vegetables, spring onion and soy sauce for another 5 minutes. So what I thought I'd do with you, because I thought I would be just here on my own, well, not on my own, but cooking away, is I like to do a lot of quizzes. So I've got some really fun facts for you. Okay, so you need to guess the answers. So I like to do quizzes I'm going to be doing on Monday a quiz, which is my normal days, Mondays and Fridays. And then on Wednesday, next week, I'm doing a special St. Patrick's Day quiz. So on Wednesday, about 11:30. So it'll be about this time, actually, this time. If you get up really at your time, normal time, then I'll be doing a St. Patrick's Day quiz, which is really good. So all that's ready. So let's do this then. So I've got some interesting facts about soup. Now this ranges about like tin soup, all sorts of different soups. So my first question for you, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me and there's a good connection. Just give me a thumbs up in the box if you're ready. And I've got I'd say about 7 or 8 questions for you to guess, all about soups. And these are fun facts about soups. Okay, if we're all ready, just give me a thumbs up. We'll start with the first one. Okay, this is simmering away nicely now. So I want to know how far back was the earliest archaeological evidence of consumption of soup? In what year? How far back in archaeology evidence? How far back was the first evidence of soup? Thank you, Alexa. Thanks, Gary. So I want you to put in the comments below how far back was the first evidence of humans eating soup? How far back? Have a guess. Because this will surprise you. How far back? Bronx saying caveman days. You are warm. You're getting close. You're kind of close. But have a guess of a year. What year do you think? What year? So as I say, we've got 20 minutes on this for this to just simmer away. I'm just going to turn it. Actually, I'm going to get it quite. It's simmering away nicely. So Bronx is saying caveman days. Okay, I can tell you. Well, Marcia, you're very close. 3000 BC. You're close, but there's quite a few years off that. Melanie says the 16th century. It was a lot earlier than that. There's a clue. The soup's simmering away really nicely now. Okay, so you're close when you say 3000 BC. Okay, I'm going to reveal the answer. The answer, Alexa, is actually 6000 BC. So the first evidence of soup dates back to 6000 BC. Okay, the next question is, I want you to, what was soup? What was the soup called then? If anybody can guess, and I'll give you a clue. It was named after an animal. I don't know whether it was because it was an animal. Let me just turn that down because it's starting to spin. Let me just get some air out. Just put the lid off. So I want to know, what was this soup actually known as in around 6000 BC? I'm sure Adam and Eve made it. Well, they probably did, Melanie. They probably did. So I want you to guess, what was the name of the soup that they named? What was it called then? I don't know. Or actually, what type of soup was it? What type of soup did they have in 6000 BC? It's an animal. I want you to guess which animal it was. Melanie's saying oxtail. It wasn't oxtail, no. Keep guessing. I'm just keeping an eye on the time. So about 25 to the hour. That's when I'm going to add in I'll take the chicken out and I will add it. I will start to shred that. And then as I said, it's only 5 more minutes after that. Boar soup. Not boar's head, no. Wasn't pterodactyl stew. Curry. I like that one, but it wasn't. Not an oxen, no. Okay, I'm going to tell you. It was hippopotamus soup. Hippopotamus soup, believe it or not. Okay, next question then. Soups are classified into 2 groups, okay? But I want you to name what 2 groups are soups categorized into. Okay. So what? I was going to be the first one to guess this. Alexis, this is pressure. This is pressure. Who's going to be the first? Yes, it was hippopotamus soup, Melanie, believe it or not. Remember, if you're watching this on Periscope, please share out because, as I say, all broadcasters are streaming all day. And but remember, Periscope's coming to an end soon. So if you're not already on Happs, it depends on if you. I know there's going to be an update coming for Happs where you can come out the broadcast and just maybe do other things in the background. Alex says cream and clear. It's not cream, but you are correct with the first. So we'll do a bit like an I Spy here. I won't reveal the answer until somebody gets both questions. So I've seen one answer. It's not meat and vegetarian. No, it's not broth and cream. Hello, Swiftby. I was thinking, please don't set the kitchen on fire. Don't set the kitchen on fire. No, we did a really good job. You did. It's really difficult, isn't it, cooking live with having like pressure around you? But okay, we're just doing some fun facts about soup while my chicken is simmering away. Your mum likes it. Oh, good. She loves the soup. This is it now, though. She'll be asking you to make it all the time. You'd be like, get in that kitchen, boy. In the nicest possible way. Okay, so the question is, what is the 2 groups of soup? What are the 2 groups of soup? So we've had one. Alexa actually gave me one of the correct answers, but I'm looking for both of the groups. What are they? Bronx Spike says bisque and clear. So again, we've got another correct answer. Okay, clear is one of them. Okay, the answers. Okay, it was the 2 groups are clear soups and thick soups. I think bisque means thick, doesn't it? I think. So yeah, clear soups and thick soups. Okay, number 3. Okay, I think this might be a question. A fun fact. Okay. Soups can be consumed hot or cold, depending on the climate of the region where it is being served. But flavours can be what? Soups can be consumed hot or cold, depending on the climate of the region where it is being served. But the flavours can be what? I'm looking for two answers. Two answers. I'll put the lid back on for another couple of minutes and then take the lid back off. I like to just let the air come out, let it simmer, take the air back out, let it simmer. But the chicken it's poaching really nicely now. So I'm looking for two answers, guys. What flavours can be... Oh, I nearly give it away then. Bronx Viking. Bronx Viking. You've got one answer correct. Alexa says bone and clear. Marcia says spicy or salty. It's not spicy or salty, no. Raven said hello from Relay. Is that how you pronounce it, Relay? I'm not too sure. Just doing a quick soup quiz. Okay, I'm going to reveal the answer. It was sweet or savoury. Sweet or savoury is your answer. Okay, next question then. Okay, I'm looking for a number. So this is just one for all you Americans out there watching. Americans eat more than how many billion bowls of soup each year? Americans eat more than how many bowls of soup each year? I've given you a clue there. I wasn't really meant to say billion because I wanted you to say million or thousand, but it's actually the billions. How many in America each year? Whoever gets this correct gets 10 points. Wasn't really going to do points, but this is the kind of thing that I like to do in the quizzes. So if you join me on a Monday, we do a similar thing, but we do I Spy and there's other new games, Who Am I, which we started doing, as well as the quiz. Basically, it's usually fish soup. Oh, okay, thanks, man. I didn't know that. Raymond says 2. Okay, we've got one correct answer. Okay, but I'm looking for the 5th correct answer. Whoever gets the 5th correct answer gets the 10 points. Okay. So if you're wondering, you're just coming into the broadcast thinking, where's the soup? The soup is actually cooking, but it's simmering. We've added the flavours, but we're just letting it simmer for 20 minutes before we do the next step. Okay, so you've got to give time to your food. Marcia's okay. So I'm looking for the 5th correct answer. So somebody has given me the correct answer on the screen, but I'm looking for the 5th correct answer. So if you see the answer on the screen, pop the answer in the box, and the 5th correct answer gets 10 points. Who's going to be the winner of the 10 points? There's usually a little bit of a delay before we go on to the next question. Okay, I think, do we give up? Do we give up? I'm going to reveal the answer because it's not coming through as quickly as I want it to. So the answer, it was actually, well done, Marcia, it was 10 billion. 10 billion bowls of soup are consumed by Americans each year. There we go. Hello, Debbie. Good morning or good afternoon. Okay, and next question then. I'm looking for a year. So there's a famous brand of soup called Campbell's soup. Okay, but I'm looking for what year was Campbell's Soup Company? What year was it? Was it first? Was it, when was it founded? I'm looking for the year. So what year was Campbell's Soup? What year was the Campbell Soup Company founded? So I'm really it's Soup Saturday. I'm really looking forward to this soup. I'm doing a chicken noodle soup. Here are the noodles, guys, I should say. Now, you can use wheat noodles. I'm just using the noodles from the packet and giving this a try. So, okay, so we'll get some answers through. We've got 1934. It wasn't 1934. Keep guessing, guys. If you've given me an answer already, you can give me as many guesses as you like. So I'm looking for the year that the Campbell Soup Company was founded. So the chicken needs to simmer for about 20 minutes. So it's 20 minutes. So we've got another 5 minutes to go. 1910. It wasn't 1910. No. Keep guessing, everybody. Keep guessing. Okay. We've only got about 3 more questions left, actually. So that should be perfect. I'll show you the chicken. Can you see here? Here's the chicken cooking, guys. Give you a quick update. So I'm looking for the year the Campbell Soup Company was founded. Look at that. It's looking good, everybody. I'll put the lid back on. Lift you back up. Okay, Marcia, you're getting very warm. You're very, very close. You're very, very close. It's not 1924, no, but you're close with 1880. Not 1900, Alexis, no. Not 1869. I'll give you a clue. It is higher than 1960. Higher than, sorry, 1860. Higher than 1869, but lower than 1900. Not 1881, no. Who is warm? I think the closest so far is Alexis. You're getting very close. Who's going to get the correct answer? 1889. Not 1889, no. Not 1895. Higher than 1895. Higher than 1892. Higher than 1885. Keep guessing. Higher than 1894. Higher than 1896. Lower than 1898. Someone's got to get it now. Someone's got to get it. Who's going to get the points? Lower than 1898. Lower than 1899. Marcia, 1887. Sorry, it's not 1887. Not 1887. I'm sorry, Marcia. No, higher than 1887. It was indeed. Alexis gets the points. It was 1897. Well done. Well done. Give yourself a round of applause. Okay, I've got one more question for you then. Okay, let's do this one then. We've got one more question. I'm looking for, so here's the question. So this is a fact. The pop culture catchphrase, "No soup for you," was used as a response to someone's request or demand that will not be fulfilled, which originated from a 1995 episode of which TV show? So the pop culture catchphrase, "No soup for you," was used as a response to someone's request or demand that will not be fulfilled, which originated from a 1995 episode of which TV show? I'm looking for the fourth correct answer, and this is for 50 points. So somebody has given me the correct answer, but I'm looking for the fourth correct answer. Alexis, I've lost track of numbers. Don't worry. You don't mean these numbers, do you? The numbers, or do you mean the numbers on the quiz? Okay. Oh, we've got two correct answers. So two correct answers. I'm looking for the fourth correct answer for 50 points. Bronx says, "I used to buy soup there all the time. It was really good." Was that from the? Campbell's soup? So I'm looking for the fourth correct answer. We've got two correct answers, three correct answers. So the next answer correct will get 50 points. And there we go. The fourth correct answer. It was Sinfield. Sinfield was the correct answer, and the 50 points go to, drum roll please, to Alexis. So well done, Alexis. You get 50 points. Okay. So we're now going to come back to the soup. Let me just get a plate because I need to put these spring onions onto a plate. So 50 points to Alexis. Well done. So if you're just joining, then be sure to watch this replay back because we're doing a bit of a soup. We've done a bit of a soup facts, but turned them into a little bit of a quiz and a bit of like I Spy challenge as well. So the chicken's cooking. Let me bring you back down. I'm just going to put these spring onions onto a plate because we're now going to take the chicken out of the pan. You might think that's quite high. I did turn it up slightly. I'm going to turn it back down. But I like the chicken to be cooked, fully cooked. Okay, hopefully you really enjoyed that. It was indeed, yeah, it was Sinfield. Okay, fingers crossed you can see that. Okay, so we're now going to take the chicken out. And we're going to put it on a board and shred it into bite-sized pieces using some forks. So if you get some forks, 2 forks. I'll show you me taking it out of the pan, and then I will bring the camera back round. Okay. Let's move that out of the way. So I'm going to use one of these. So here's the chicken pieces. Don't they look good? Can you see this, everybody? So I love the fact how there's so many different ways to making soup. As I say, this is new for me. I've never made this one before. So it's actually, these are quite small anyway. These are quite small pieces. If you're using a bigger piece of chicken, you might not really need to shred it. But I suppose it just brings out the flavour of the chicken. I'm going to just chop it up. Yeah, it doesn't really need to. If it was a bigger piece of chicken that you put into the stock, then you wouldn't need to. You would need to, shred it. But if not, then just make sure I've got all that chicken out. But I suppose the smaller pieces of chicken, it's the same as sort of blending it in a hand blender, isn't it? So I'm just going to chop these up. Let me just show you. This is where Alexis is going to say, use your knife. If it was a big piece of chicken, use 2 forks. I'm just using a knife just to cut them all in half. And then we're going to return this back. If it's really small pieces, you don't really need to do this. I'm just doing it so So don't use a knife if you're making it. Use forks. I'm just cutting this up a bit smaller. That looks good. And look at how you can see as well how it's cooked. You might think it's a bit funny cooking chicken in stock, but you can see there how it's cooked. I made it smaller so you could actually, so it would actually cook better. Okay, I'm going to lift you back up. We're going to now return this back to the pan. Okay, so return back to the pan. Just drop all that in. That looks good, everybody. Put all that in. Okay, we're going to turn the heat back up again, and then the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to add in some sweet corns. If you've got sweet, add the spring onions in. So let's get these spring onions in here. Okay, and then finally we're going to add in some soy sauce. So you want 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. You see how easy this was to make, guys. I don't know what it's going to taste like, but there's my teaspoon gone. So you want 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. I'm using dark soy sauce. That's 1. And that's 2. Let's add a little bit extra because you can add this on the top anyway, depending on how big your pan is. Okay, I've just added an extra 1 in. Okay, and then finally, the last thing to do is you're going to add your noodles now to this. So just break that up. And that is it, everybody. That is how easy this is to make. So we're just going to, where's my spoon gone? So I'm going to turn the heat back up. Got the chicken in there, the noodles, the spring onion. As I say, add some, you can add any vegetables you want really in there. This is where you can say, well, if I don't want sweet corn, what could I add instead? Okay, I'm going to let this simmer for another about 3 to 4 minutes. So I'm going to put the lid back on. It's very hot. And just let that simmer for about 3 to 4 minutes. As I said, the noodles also as well. If you've got wheat noodles, use wheat noodles. And then we're going to finish this off with, You could add some shredded chili if you want to, some mint or basil leaves. Okay. How's the connection, everybody? Is it good? I'll try and read some comments. So I'll just let you know then who's on after me. So at 11 o'clock Eastern time, we've got Chris. Chris is on. And then after Chris is Alexis. 1 o'clock Eastern time, we've got Bronx Viking. Let me know what you're cooking, everybody. I'd love to know what you're doing. 2 o'clock is Darby Jones. 4 o'clock is Space Gal. 5 o'clock is John Cooks. 7 is Piano Man. And 8 p.m. is Louise Poppy. And 9 p.m. Eastern time is J Opera. Okay, so that's what's happening today. Okay, so about 3 to 4 minutes, and then this is done. I'm going to read some more facts for you that I missed. So here's another fact for you. So when foods, including soup, go through a canning process, nutrients are locked in. So the amount of vitamins and the nutrients in the soup is the same on the day as it was canned as it is a year from the canning date. There you go. You see, you learn something new every day. Don't be nervous, Melanie. You'll be fine. Trust me. We're all here. We're here to learn, and we all make mistakes and things. That's what makes us human. It's a full day, Gibson. Hello, Tim. How are you doing? Nice for you to join. So, if Melanie, can you put some emojis up so everybody can follow you for the next broadcast? So this is not going to take too long, everybody. So hopefully you've enjoyed this recipe. And as I say, this was actually taken from BBC Good Food. So I will post up the recipe. I'm just going to let that heat come out, and then we're going to have a little taste of this. Okay. So yeah, Melanie, just put up some emojis so we can follow you. And remember the 3 S's, everybody. Remember to share out, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you really, really like the broadcast, or you can sponsor the individual broadcaster as well. So lots of things you can be doing. And there's also going to be a new update coming in a couple of, I don't know when it's going to happen, but it was mentioned that in the future you'll be able to see create your own super hearts, like awards and things. So I think that's really, really good. Thank you, Tim, for the Yummy Award, and Marcia as well. Thank you for the Yummy Award. We do appreciate everybody that comes in. If you want to do a broadcast of, it doesn't have to be soup, but any other broadcast on any other day, just get in touch. You might have a favorite recipe that you want to try, and just get in touch. As this only takes 4 minutes to simmer with the noodles. We're going to put into a bowl. If you have any spring onion left, put that on the top. Mint and basil leaves as well. Aidan, it's Mr. Yummy. Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Let me know how the weather is where you are today. Is it nice? Is it nice weather? Is it cold? It's still a bit windy here. It's a little cold, warmer than it has been, but it's been raining and it's just awful. Just windy and raining. Typical English weather. So about another minute or so just for these, and then we're going to pop this in the bowl. And as I say, I like to I come live. Well, I started coming live because of lockdown, really. More doing cooking videos. Because I like to travel, really, but obviously we can't travel because of lockdown and things. But that's coming to an end slowly, isn't it? We're getting there slowly. So I come live about 5 p.m. UK time. So if you ever want to watch my broadcast again, then feel free to. Thank you so much for the Appreciate Award, Gibson. Gibson Skill Development, and Bronx as well. Thank you so much. I will be tuning into everybody's broadcast today, and I will be sharing out on Happs. I'll share out on Twitter as well. If you're on Periscope, I will share out everybody's broadcast today. But a big thank you as well. I should say a big thank you to Alexis for arranging this, because We wouldn't all be doing this if it wasn't for Alexa. So flood her with awards when you can for today. It'd be amazing if you have the awards, that is. Okay, so this is nearly ready. So your noodles don't take long to cook. We're going to give it a stir first of all. Are we ready then for the reveal? Are we ready for the reveal? Just going to give it a stir. This smells amazing. As I say, if you've got sweet corns, add sweet corns and things. But this is nice and light for me. So we're now going to add this to the bowl. We've got the chicken, the noodles. This looks really good. If you've got wheat noodles, use wheat noodles. I don't know what it's going to taste like, but I've actually got a little bit of parsley on my... Well, this has parsley in, should I say, in the stock, because I'm using a vegetable stock. Just look at that, everyone. Oh, yes. So we're going to add a little bit of... I've got some mint here. You can't see, can you? Yeah, we're going to be doing this again, everybody, so let me turn that off. Move that to one side. That's not in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some parsley. Oh, actually, get some. I've got some mint leaves. I'm just going to sprinkle on the top. These are fresh mint leaves. I'm just going to scatter on. And it just gives it that extra garnish. There we go. So there we go. That's it. That was how simple it was to make, everybody. It's really hot. So let me just try and... Oh, you can add some soy sauce on the top. We need to add some soy sauce. So just a sprinkle, not too much. There we go. Whoops, got it all over my hands. So there we go, everybody. So don't forget, up there next up we've got Melanie's on next. So make sure you follow Melanie, and then Joy's on at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So be sure to check that out, everybody. There we go. Thank you for watching, guys, and I shall see you all very soon. It's really hot. Let me try and pick this up with a towel or something. But yeah, it looks really good. So I'm going to show you like that and end the broadcast. So see you all later, guys. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next broadcast. Take care, everybody. Bye.